So guys, one thing that is really nice about the grocery pickup is something that we have not been able to do in like over a year, and that's actually going together to get groceries. Because it takes so long to do the shopping, and with all the extra kids and everything else on top of all of our kids, it became one of those things where it was not quite as feasible anymore. And if you guys have been following us for a while, you know that before the pandemic started, we had actually started a routine of going super early on Saturday mornings to do the shopping, which was great, so long as he was not running a route or anything like that. And we really kind of enjoyed that. But it really took a lot of coordination. It also meant that we had to have teenagers guaranteed that they would be up before the little ones so that they could, turn on cartoons, get breakfast going, whatever. And then we would get home about mid-morning. So and then the pandemic happened. Stores are actually just still not open quite as early. It just doesn't work out quite the same. And then with things being shut down the way they were, I was not going out of the house quite as often. It just made more sense that he was picking up the groceries on his way home after work and things like that. So, but now that I am finally branching out, and I know some of you are probably laughing because you've been doing it for the last year or longer. But I've said before, I'm hesitant. I do not like other people picking out my produce. So far, so good. The only bad experience I will say at this point, and it's not really bad experience, I mentioned it in the grocery haul before, was that the green peppers, they were a little, well, if I had been in the store to pick them, I would have only grabbed one bag of them, not two. But I wasn't the one picking them, so they picked the best of what they had. That's the risk with the grocery orders. Have you seen any issues with any of it?
No, that was it.
Because the strawberries were good. The kids did say that the strawberries didn't have a lot of flavor, though. Because I think they go for the most recent arrival, not necessarily the ripest or anything. I don't know. They smell fine. You can smell the strawberry-ness of them.
The other changes, you gotta make sure that slightly changing the top because it cuts down on impulse buys, and if it's not on the list, it doesn't get ordered. So then stuff that I normally pick up that I never put on the list, we don't get. So I gotta make sure it's on the list.
So, basically what he's saying is what I had been saying long before that. He started doing the shopping, so he got in the habit of picking up certain items that I wouldn't have been picking up otherwise. In the same way, when I was doing all the shopping, there were certain things I just knew we needed, and I didn't always think to put them on the list.
Or wanted.
Yeah. There may have been some complaining because I did not buy pickle chips last week or anything, but like I have been telling our entire family for years, if you want it, put it on the list. And everybody has been in such a bad habit for years of not always doing that. And I will admit too that I'm right there. I would call him and be like, oh, hey, can you grab this too? Because I forgot to put it on there. And we are definitely finding we have to be way more intentional with our shopping and our purchases and whatnot.
Or like last week, we end up with 9 blocks of cheese in our fridge because it got overlooked and it was on the list.
That was me. I thought I knew. I
wasn't saying names.
I thought I knew how much we had out in the garage fridge for block cheese. Turns out I was not right. We are very well stocked on that. Not to mention.
Wait, what did you say? Not right?
I don't have a clue.
Often.
I don't have a clue. I didn't hear
it's
those
on
words.
Video. It's going to be edited out.
So, what is going on up here?
Cone season.
The state flower is blooming thickly around here. The orange cones are everywhere. I don't know how many other states make that same joke, but I will tell you in South Dakota, and tourist season, obviously, guys, yeah, it makes the most sense to do construction work when it's warmer out. But it's like the state flower. They crop up in the spring, get thicker, right up until it starts getting cold out, and then they kind of die off a little bit. So back to that topic. Yes, we ended up with too much on hand with the block cheese. Thankfully, it's something that doesn't go bad very quickly. I had more almond milk than I thought, simply because there was one of the gallon jugs that had gotten tucked behind. So I don't think we got any of that this week, just because, yeah, there was one that had been missed and all of that. But like I said, more intentional. It is also, guys, I'm finding in order to schedule things, because like Target and somewhere else, I can do, like, I just place the order and I go get it. That's it. I don't have to worry about time frames or anything like that. But Sam's Club and Walmart, I have to schedule it, which means I have to order it 2 days in advance. I have to have my list ready, which means I am having to change up our meal plan just a little bit again, simply because I have to have it done ahead of time. I had gotten in a really bad habit of writing out the meal plan the morning that we were going to go get groceries and putting everything on the grocery list as we needed it. So I'm having to change that up, because now I almost have to have the meal plan for the following week ready midweek and have that grocery list going for it. So it's taking a little bit of tweaking, but guys, it's really not that big of a deal. I just, some bad habits I had developed that I need to break. But anyhow, that's our plan. We are headed to go get those groceries. So I am probably just going to cut this out here, and you guys are going to see as I show you everything back at home. Sound good? He's totally driving and not paying attention.
Yeah, I'm paying attention to the road.
Responsible driver. This week in the background, we have biscuit baking going on. Have you ever wondered how many biscuits it takes to feed 11 people when you have biscuits and gravy? Ciara, how many biscuits would you say you're making today?
I stopped counting after like 50-something.
After 50-something, you quit counting? She started baking while Shawn and I were getting the groceries. So she's getting towards the end of that because you're out of dough now.
Yep.
So, last of them, huh?
Yep.
Are we making the gluten-free ones today too?
Probably.
So, almost done.
Yeah.
Alright guys, got it all home. And here we are. Starting back here, we have 2 boxes of plain checks. Just something fun to have on hand, so that way we can make Chex Mix, or the Muddy Buddies, whenever we need it for a gathering or anything like that. And we are out right now, so decided it was time to get more of that. Veggie straws have actually been requested recently, so we grabbed 2 bags of that. And then we did go ahead and get 4 bags of the dill pickle chips, because guys, they are learning a little bit that if it's on the list, I will order it. It was on the list. We have a box of the Red Baron mini pizzas. We are pretty good on the rest of our freezer foods. That's just something we haven't had in a little while, so I decided to go ahead and get that for the kids here. 2 things of the Greek Gods honey vanilla yogurt. That is just something that's still being eaten for breakfast and occasionally for snack. We've got a gallon of milk because I actually did not have quite enough on hand for the biscuits and gravy that we're having later today yet. We have got, and guys, I gotta double check my receipt from Walmart, because we got the lunch meat this time using the grocery pickup, but I ordered 2 of the chicken breasts and 2 of the honey smoked turkey, but we got 3 of those. So I don't know if either I accidentally added 3 to the cart or they threw in an extra one. I really don't know. We've got a thing of better cheddar, or better with cheddar Johnsonville brats. Al Pastor, guys, this is, you've seen me make this time and time again. Let's see if I can get this to focus there. 10.24 is what that one runs. So it's actually a really cost-effective meal for this many people. We have got, let's see, I'm going to come back here first. Those showed up as a special item when I was doing the grocery shopping. I thought, that'll be fun to try with warmer weather and whatnot here. We've got 4 of the Amy's bowls, 3 cheese kale bake, 2 gluten-free bean and cheese burritos. Then I'm still gonna show you guys back here. We've got snacks and stuff. The crackers and stuff just have not been quite as popular lately. The Fig Newtons and then those Nature's Bakery fig bars, a little bit more so. So I went ahead and I grabbed those this time around for snacks. Coming down here for the produce though, we have got a bag of baby carrots because that is an after school snack that a couple of the kids have found that they really like. We've got 2 bags of grapes. Sam's Club has not had grapes in a while, at least not the last few weeks for either grocery pickup or in person. We just have not been able to catch them. So we stopped at Family Fare for a couple of things. That's also where we got the bananas this week and the apples. We were going to go to Safeway, but we popped into Family Fare first to get my kombuchas back there. And their produce actually looks pretty good. So we went ahead and just grabbed it there and we were able to skip Safeway that way. So works out for me. A thing of blueberries from Sam's Club. I actually did not even look those over. They actually look really good. So that the kids will be happy with. Same thing with the lettuce. Guys, I have not even looked this over as I set it out. One major problem we have with lettuce out here is it either has been frozen at some point or it is so old it's getting squishy in the container. But that actually looks really good. They do not have any romaine available for order. You can go in the store, but I'm guessing it's because it's all rough looking, so they're just not making it available. I don't know, guys. That's a pure guess on my part, but I'm happy to have that right now. And then, let's see here. We needed more sponge heads. These are the refill heads for these kinds of dish wands. I had picked up a new style of dish wand recently. Not everybody's sure they love it, so I grabbed one of the older style as well. We may just have them both sitting there. That way everybody can use what they prefer. As long as dishes are getting washed, I don't really care. Then, guys, you're going to wonder why we have 4 cake boxes or cake mixes and then 4 things of frosting. We went to a wedding last night and I promised kids that they could make cupcakes today. The chocolate is for that. But it's also nice sometimes just to have the others on hand for those soda cakes, which if you're unsure of what I'm talking about, it's in my recipe playlist. But I like to have those on hand so that way kids can make them if they're going to. We've got 1 jar of dill pickle spears, 2 jars of the salsa verde, and then a 2-pack of Nutella, thing of paper bowls, because we realized when we had company the other day that we only had 1 bowl left, so that did not work out very well. And 2 cases of waters. Especially as we move into summer, it is really important to have those on hand for when we're on the go. I do not have to worry about everybody losing the Tupperware water bottles and whatnot, so we have those on hand. Anyhow, guys, that is everything we got this week. I'm going to go ahead and flip this and tell you all about those totals. Okay, guys, so now that everything is actually put away and all of that, together, Shawn and I ran to 4 different stores. 3 of those were for order pickups. 1 of them we actually ran in. We did grocery pickup at Sam's and Walmart, as well as just an order pickup at Target. And then we ran into Family Fare. We were going to go to Safeway to get the produce, but since they had it at Family Fare when we got it, we just did that there. As for the rest, so this was our first actual grocery pickup from Walmart, and that it seemed to have gone well as well. We don't usually get produce from Walmart, so I'm not too worried about that. It's just everything else, and it seems like everything that we got from there was exactly what we ordered. The only thing, and guys, I'm going to run through this really quick before the little ones come in that I hear them yelling in the sunroom, but the only thing was that 3rd pack of honey roasted turkey from Walmart there, and guys, it was extra. I only ordered 2 of each. They gave us 3 of the turkey. At this point, it's a cold food item at home. Even if I called them, I can't return it. They would just have to trash it. So there's that. I don't know if that happens frequently or not, because guys, this is our first time doing a grocery order through them. So we're just gonna run with that. But overall, our grand total was $254.39. Guys, I am really proud of that total. We are gonna continue trying to whittle that down farther and farther once again, just to see what we can feed this large family on nutritiously, but budget conscious. So, and Shawn said at the start that doing the grocery pickup really eliminates a lot of those impulse buys and hungry shopping and some of that stuff. So I think that in and of itself is going to prove to be just as huge, because that stuff really does add up, even if we don't think we're doing it that much. And guys, the totals are proving that. So that's it. there's our totals. That is our groceries for this week. We've got a couple things planned, but that also is working with the shift in how I'm doing the meal planning just to accommodate when I need to place these orders and all of that. In the meantime, guys, I hope that you're having a blessed day. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss everything else coming up next. And I'll see you in the next one.